Hello and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel, whichever one it may be. And if you are new here, please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, do all those wonderful things. So we am back with my WIp and Chat, actually doing it on time for a change, and we're doing these gnomes that I just unboxed on Sunday and set up, and honestly I'm pretty much almost done with them already. It's only been, since Sunday. I started them on Sunday, worked all day on Monday, and on them because I've been on vacation and haven't had as much to do except mostly diamond paint. So anyway, we're back with these gnomes. I'll show you the full thing in a second. We're gonna go through what I'm working with. I'm using this wax. I cannot remember the name of the small shop that I ordered them from, but they are off of Etsy, and they smell pretty good. It's grape. I don't know why I chose grape, but I chose grape. I guess grapes are kind of a fall fruit, so you harvest them in the fall. They kind of make sense. Then I'm using this putty. This is from NYX's Notions. It's a little sticky, but it's been working pretty good with this picture, so I haven't minded at all. This is the scent Gingerbread. It's a holiday scent. It smells really good. It just smells really good. It doesn't really smell like gingerbread, but it definitely smells like baking in fall. And then I've actually been mixing it up between the two of these because I'll just grab one pen. This one I do believe is from, oh gosh, I can't think of the name of the pen shop. I can't remember the name of the pen shop. But I'm pretty sure I unboxed this one on the channel, so it's in there, and I will link it down in the description. I'll link all the information down in the description of where I got the things that I have. And then this one is, you can find this on Amazon. It's a glow-in-the-dark pen. I don't think I got it from Amazon, but you can find it on Amazon. You can find it on Temu. You can find it on any of the budget-friendly sites. It's a budget-friendly pen. I'm pretty sure this one came in a patty wax tin thing. You get a tin with some wax and some other stuff and a pen sometimes, and I think that's where this particular one came from. And I only started using it because it's my most fall-ish pen. There are some other colors in here, but for the most part, they're all kind of in the fall theme. I don't know. I probably have more fall themed pens. But anyway, here is the picture. A full-on view of just the picture. Doesn't it look nice? Looks really nice. Here, let's see it without that. There you go. So that's what I have done so far. I actually started working in it in just the sections originally, and then I said, you know what, I think I'm just going to do one gnome at a time. So I did this gnome, then I finished this gnome today, and now I only have this gnome left. So sectioning off the really didn't end up mattering for me. I'm going to turn him. And we can zoom on into this guy, and I might pull this table a little bit closer to me and you along with it. There we go. It's kind of hard to get the whole gnome in the picture. There he is. All right, where is my cover minder? I'm gonna put a cover minder. The edge of the metal is the edge of the table is metal, so cover minders tend to just stick to it. Where did the other cover minder that I had out go? There it is. All right. These are the two cover minders. So there's this one and the Supernatural one I have for their car. And then this one I actually made myself. This was one of the Make It Mini foods. And I thought maybe it could pass as a pumpkin spice drink and fit for the holiday and the theme of the picture. So, holiday season. My pen is rolling back at me. Go away, pen. Go hang out over there. We'll use this one. those a little closer in case I need them, and start with one color. Nice thing about those is I'm going to be finishing these colors as I go. So it's nice. So I really don't have all that much to talk about, so it probably won't be the longest of videos. I could talk a little bit about, I did participate in drills and chills this year. So mostly 5 minutes of the video so far, and it's all just been talking about other stuff. I've been on vacation, so I haven't had to worry about work. It's been fantastic. We've mostly just been looking at houses up north, and we think we found a house, but at the same time we have to sell the house down here, so we're kind of in a waiting game and hoping that this one will sell. But the people who are looking at our house are saying that our house is on the expensive side, and maybe it is, but at the same time, this house is ready to go. We've done a lot of work to it that they don't have to do. Doesn't need anything else currently. It's move-in ready to go. I don't really think it's price pointed that high with all the work that we've put into it. But, you know, people are out to save as much money as they can. I get it. Like, I am too. So, and I think the housing market is changing a little, so it's, well, we're still trying to sell the house down here. Hopefully it will happen sooner rather than later. Like, I would, you know, I'd really like it if, you know, the realtor keeps saying, oh, people are interested in the house, but nobody's made an offer. And it's like, just make an offer and see if it gets accepted. Like, what's wrong with it? If you really like the house, you really need a house, like, just make an offer and see if it gets accepted. You know, if you're already looking, although I don't know, because we're looking at houses in the state of North Carolina, and we're looking at houses in South Carolina. And previously, when we bought this house here, we obviously were looking at houses in Florida. And when we were looking at Florida, like, they really didn't seem to care if you had a letter of approval or not already. Florida really is 100% the don't care state. So, like really, you know, but for North Carolina, they won't even go look at the houses until you have an approval letter from a lender saying that you have the ability to get a loan. And it's definitely different, because I do feel like with Florida being the don't care state, like, you're coming and looking at this house, you must have already been pre-approved for this amount of money or more. You know? So, I don't get it. I mean, we have solar panels on the roof, but, like, if you don't want the solar panels, then don't take the solar panels, you know? We'll call the company and tell them, hey, look, we're moving out of the house. We're not going to need the solar panels anymore. I don't know what you want to do with them, but the people moving in don't want them. Yeah, and we can't exactly take them to our new house, so what do you want to do with them? Take them off the house. Yeah, so it's like, it doesn't matter about the solar panels. If you don't want the solar panels, don't take the solar panels. If you want the solar panels, because yes, they are saving us money on electric, then take the solar panels. But I don't know, it's just one of those things which I just don't know about, like, what people are thinking, I guess. Anyway, the process of looking in North Carolina has definitely been a lot different. We've worked with 2 realtors so far, and the first realtor, I mean, granted, you know, like, we're trying to sell our house down in Florida too, so, like, how much can we actually do? She did go look at some houses for us, but it just seemed like everything would take her a week before she would do anything. So we kind of went in a different direction and used a different realtor. I haven't gotten back to her. She messaged me and I haven't gotten back to say, yeah, we're going in a different direction. And the second realtor has been really good. She's been out looking at the houses for us or with us. Now my husband's up there. And yeah. And that's been nice because she's been definitely more proactive about finding us a house. And I do feel like the realtor that's down here in Florida hasn't been as proactive about finding a buyer for our house. I get it. But at the same time, like, you've had people come in and look at the house, but we haven't had many people come look at the house. I don't know how many people are looking for a house these days, but still, like, I think we've only had 4 people come look at the house, and one of them, their car broke down. I don't think they ever rescheduled and came back. But I also feel like it seems to me when someone says that they're interested in the house, our realtor just kind of says, oh, okay, I'll just wait for you to make the offer. Instead of, you know, like, oh, okay, you're interested in the house. Well, I'm going to continue showing the house to other people just in case you don't go for it. I do feel like he just kind of is like, oh, all right, I'll just wait for you to make the offer. And then they don't make an offer. And a week goes by, and then I finally message him, and all of a sudden, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And it's like, shouldn't you have been doing this already? Like, isn't this something you should have been doing? Shouldn't we have already had an open house? Not suddenly having an open house. You know, we have a cute house. Like I said, it's ready to go. It's moving ready. We've done a lot of work to it. You won't need to do. It has brand new windows, a brand new roof, great foundation, brand new HVAC unit. It's ready to go. But I don't know. But yeah, so also, this is a weird thing to me. So in Florida, we don't have this. So if you live in any states and this is something that you know about, like, do tell me. Give me some information on it a little bit. I don't know. But due diligence, okay? So in the state of North Carolina, and apparently South Carolina too, when you finally decide that you're interested in a house, you make the offer. And you give them something called due diligence. And this is 1% of the amount of sale that the house is going for. And this is supposed to encourage them to go with your offer more than somebody else's offer. I mean, if nobody's making an offer, why do I have to give you due diligence? Anyway, in my opinion, this was just somebody's way of getting more money out of people. You know what I mean? Like, you're already putting aside, and you don't get this money back either. So if you make this offer and they go with somebody else's offer, you lose all that money that you put into this due diligence. And if you're, you know, like, just have enough for your down payment, that means that you don't have this money for the due diligence. And I just think it's stupid, in my opinion. And it's just me paying somebody else's bills without them having to do shit. Sorry. Excuse my language there. That was terrible. I am so sorry. Yeah, without them having to do anything. They just sit on their couch and they get $500. Like, it just doesn't seem right to me that I'm giving them extra money, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. I work damn hard for my money, though, and I don't want to just be throwing it away because, you know, they might not go with my offer because I didn't put enough in the due diligence. You know, it just seems stupid to me. If it's stupid to you, let me know. You've heard of it. So there's that, and that's why we're holding off on making an offer on the house up north, because we don't have money to just throw away like that. And there's a lot of people that just don't have money to throw away like that. And I think this due diligence should be optional. Like, I shouldn't have to pay it. I shouldn't have to give someone money just because. And maybe it is optional, I don't know, and my realtor is just one of those that goes with it because it gets her the sale of the house. Because the other realtor, she never said anything about it. She never said this was a thing. And, you know, like, we were working with her for a couple weeks. You would have thought she would have mentioned, oh, yeah, if you decide to make an offer on a house, you're going to do this due diligence. But no. Someone coming in. They're always coming and going. I don't know. Maybe it was a cat. Might have been a cat. I don't hear anything else. Cats are running around like crazy things today. We had all the doors and windows open because it's kind of nice out. It's a little bit on the cooler side today, so it's in the nicer temperatures. Wind blowing. Oh, they let the big boy back in. Peanut's in. Peanut's back in. So yeah. Hi, Peanut. Did you fun outside? Aw, yeah. Well, anyway. So anyway, that's my house hunting issues that are going on right now. Anyway, we're just kind of in a waiting game. We gotta sell the one down here before we can get one up there, and we've chosen one up there. So now we just need to sell the one down here, and she suggested we wait until this one goes under contract. So hopefully, keep your fingers crossed for us. It happens pretty soon. Because I am ready to be done with all this. I am ready to be moved into my next house, settled in, and done. And I know that once we go under contract, it's probably going to take a month from there to go. It's such a frustrating thing. It really is. I have almost thought about just buying a camper and just living in the camper with my cats, man. It'll get me somewhere faster, I think, if I did that. Just live in a camper with my cats. But, yeah. Anyway, speaking of cats. So one of my cats, he's on the heftier side. He weighs 16 pounds. He's a big boy. And we feed breakfast. And then they get a certain amount of kibble that holds them over throughout the day. So they're on regulated food schedule, basically. All of my cats, okay, not all of my cats. I have 6 cats. There's my big boy. 4 of my cats are perfect, healthy weight. They're great. And then I have my big boy. And then I have Cookie. Cookie's underweight. And try as I might, I cannot get her to eat more food. Like, I got her a food just for her. And I cannot get her to eat more. I know I'm going to have to take her to the vet, have her blood work done and all that fun stuff done, but she's always been on the lighter side. The only time she wasn't, there was a point where she wasn't, and I want to say that I was feeding, so the food I feed regularly has a regular all breed, all life stages food. And then they have one for better digestion or healthy digestion. And then they have a fat cat one, basically. So a, weight control one. And because of the kitten, I was just feeding the plain all life stages version. I think they have another one too, like a skin and coat one or something. But I was having some issues with my sensitive stomach cat. And he was throwing up a lot. So I switched to the sensitive stomach one. for him, and since I've switched to the sensitive stomach for him, she's been struggling with her weight, and it seems weird that the only difference is it has egg. I don't know, because I wasn't having any issues with her weight when she was. Maybe I just need to go get that food and give it. I can't give it just to her. Maybe I can mix the two. Like if I got one bag of sensitive stomach, one bag of regular, maybe it wouldn't bother his stomach as much. But I tell you what, any change in food throws this cat through a loop. Like his stomach is so sensitive. And he just gets tossed through a loop when you change his food. So it's just better not to change his food. And then I'm watching Jackson Galaxy, and he's like, yeah, you should just feed them all like canned food, all different types of canned food. And but I can't do that. And you read other things and they say that you should change their food. When you do change their food, you should make subtle changes in their food. You shouldn't make sudden changes in their food. This cat would never do well at a shelter. He's got such a sensitive dummy. He ate some of Cookie's food because I got Cookie some food just for her because she's my lightweight. So I'm like, well, maybe if I get her something, it'll help her get some more calories into her. Didn't work. She didn't eat it. I mean, she ate some of it, but she didn't eat it. It's like, really? But he liked it, and he ate it, and then this morning I had an issue. I had to clean up a mess. It's like, are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Oh, so much fun. Cats are fun, aren't they? Fun. Oh, well, I have 6 of them, so I'm the crazy one. Actually, currently, we are feeding 8. We have 6 in the house. When we move, one of them is moving to Massachusetts, which would leave us 5 in the house. And then we have one that we've been feeding as an outdoor cat. And he's been a stray his whole life. We're thinking about getting him neutered pretty soon, so he's had that done. I think he's probably around 8 or 9 years old. He's an older cat for sure, and he's definitely lived outside his whole life. And we didn't intend to really start feeding him. It kind of happened when we were feeding the pregnant mama. We ended up kind of starting to feed him, so then he started to get food, and the pregnant mama was getting food. Because, you know, like if you're feeding one and another one's around, you can't really not feed the other one. So he's changed so much. He's now a lovable, friendly, you can pick him up, you can snuggle him, you can do all the things with him, which is why we're thinking about getting him neutered, because we have the ability to get him into a carrier to get him neutered. Because, yeah, we're doing all the things with him. Then they're going to have to do other things to him and give him his rabies and stuff like that. And I found a place that will do it relatively cheap, but it's a bit of a drive. So I feel bad doing that. Oh, I'm sorry. To the poor cat. But, yeah, cat escapades today, I guess. But, so we're thinking about taking him with us when we move, because he's been pretty much living at our house for well over a year now. He's been living at our house. So he just lives in our yard. Actually, he was living here before that because we had the canopy set up, and he would live under the canopy, and then there was the ability to get under our house, and he was living under our house. So he's actually probably been living at this house right along. Which, granted, when we move, he might be fine. You know, he could be getting food from somewhere else, and he might be fine. But it's, you never know with cats. So, yeah. I guess this is the outline on this guy's hat. It's fun. But we've thought about taking him with us and just making him an outdoor cat in our new home. he's never been in a home, so I'd have a feeling he might spray. But in the meantime, this beautiful kitten has shown up in our yard. I mean, she's beautiful. She's a stunning little female. Now, here's the issue. She's spayed. Like, you can clearly tell she got spayed. So, that means that she was somebody's cat. Now, she's severely underweight. I mean, severely underweight. She is just skinnier than my gray skinny thing, Cookie. And she comes into our yard, and when we give her food, and she just scarfs that stuff down like no tomorrow. So either she's a lost cat, which I've posted her on the lost cat sites to see if she was a lost cat, or she's living at one of the houses behind us and they're just not taking care of their cat, because that happens. Or she's got one of those stupid vegan people who think that cats can be vegan too. Well, she's coming to our house and eating it. That's the case. She's getting her meat at our house. Because I'm not cruel to animals, and I do think that should be considered cruelty to animals. Trying to enforce a diet on an animal that does not have that diet. So sorry, cats cannot be vegan. Cats are meatosauruses, not vegisauruses. They need meat to live. That's the one that always baffles me. Like, how can you think that a cat that needs meat to live will be happy eating a vegetarian diet or a vegan diet? Or even live. Like, they say that these animals just are basically starving all the time when the owners are trying to impose this on their cat. Apparently dogs can survive okay with it. Like, it's still not a great thing to do for them, because meat gives them different vitamins and nutrients and stuff that they don't get from being in a vegan diet, but it's a little bit more possible with dogs. I just wouldn't do it to the poor animals. I wouldn't do it. So, if that's the case, she's coming to our house and she's getting meat. But anyway, we're going to try to catch her and take her to a vet to see if she has a microchip, because clearly she has been spayed. And also to see if they recognize her. Like, maybe she was taken to the vet and they recognize her. Oh yeah, we spayed this cat for so-and-so. Oh, okay. She's been in our yard. Honestly, the other thing that could happen is that they took the time and the money and effort to get her spayed, and then something happened with their living situation, and they moved. Oh, hi Mom. Hi. How are you? So yeah. She's going back outside. She was just getting some fresh water for cleaning. So yeah. Their living situation could have changed, and they no longer can or have the ability to keep a cat, so they just let it outside, because I've heard of that happening too. The other thing is that maybe somebody found out they were allergic. They didn't know they were allergic, and again, they just let the cat outside. So, there's all these situations that could be with the cat. But we will take her to see if she has a microchip. I want wax in my pen. This wax hasn't been too bad. I forgot what it's from, though. I wish I could remember where this wax is from. If you recognize it, this is a little hippo. Little happy hippo. Wax smell. They smell really good, too. The smell is fantastic. It's spot on. My waxes all usually end up starting to smell the same because they're all together, and then they just smell like candles. It's wax. It makes sense. Anyway, that is cat drama. It's been about a half an hour now. It was 28 minutes when I paused it, or 29, 20, I think it was 28 minutes when I paused it. So, I can't think of anything else. There hasn't been, like I said, a whole lot going on. I am almost done with this one, as you can see. I will have this done before the end of today. I do have a Randall Spangler coming in the mail from Amazon. And I've been thinking about doing the season of Spangler with it, as well as continuing my bingo card for the bingo event. What was I just working on? Oh, 4. So, I'm not sure. Because the Spangler will fit for a couple of things on my bingo card. It'll work, and I'd be able to do Season of Spangler. At the same time, though, I can do Season of Spangler and Jingle Drills with the Spangler that I have coming from Diamond Art Club. Because I've had to order some diamond paintings. Because as you know, all of my diamond paintings are in storage. Or in case you didn't know, all of my diamond paintings are in storage. I have 2 here at the house currently, and they're both squares. And I just finished Cutie Ghost, which was a square. And I have the Sam and Dean Winchester picture over here that is a square. It's actually sitting next to me on the couch. And so I started working on his face or his beard here a little bit. I like squares. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind doing squares, but I prefer rounds. So I like to kind of spread my squares a little bit, but if I do this Randall Spangler that's coming in from Diamond Art Club, it's a square. And if I do the one that's coming in from Amazon, it's a round. And I kind of feel like just doing rounds for the moment. And I might hold off and just do the Amazon one. I don't think it'll take very long. The Amazon one is relatively small, a snack size one, kind of like this one that I'm working on right now. You know, as you know, this one's not licensed. I got this off of Amazon. It's just some gnomes for fall. It was cute. I did not check it. It could be somebody's art, and if it is, well, I'm sorry. I ordered it from Amazon because it was cute. Your cute art, if it's your art, but it's hard to tell with the pictures these days of what is and what isn't a stock image. And especially with so much art theft going on, it's just hard to tell, and I think a lot of it is just up to you and how you feel when you purchase an item. Do I agree with art theft? No. And I will admit, originally it wasn't anything that I thought about. And when I ordered this picture, I honestly didn't think about it either. I just wanted a cute gnome picture to work on that was fun and easy and not going to be 7,000 diamonds. I don't know how many gems are in this thing, but you know, like, wouldn't be a massive undertaking project. But yeah, my mom said that lunch is going to be soon. She's just finishing up some cleaning outside, and then we're going to eat lunch. This has been one of those vacations where you reach a point and you're like, okay, I don't want to go back to work, but I'm ready to go back to work. Take a vacation from my vacation. It hasn't been bad. It's just that we've been doing a lot of cleaning, packing, and stuff like that to get ready for a move that I hope happens. At this point, we've done so much for it. We've gotten so far. I don't want to have to, you know, not go through with it. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. One way or the other. It's been fun. It's always one thing after the other. You just, you know, I just fall into place. Just fall into place for us. And just be easy for the end of our struggles here. That'd be nice. That'd be really nice. Too much to ask? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so this gnome is looking kind of cute. He's already moving along pretty good. I mean, it's like I said, it's been just over half an hour now, and I've already done a good chunk of him. So he's definitely going to be done probably pretty shortly. And then I will have a gnome finish for November. He's a finish for November because today is November 1st. So I hope everybody had a fun, safe Halloween. I did. I stayed home. We watched Hocus Pocus. It was a lot of fun. And I dressed my cats up. I took the pumpkin costume and I put it on 2 of my cats, I think, maybe 3 of my cats, and took pictures of them with the pumpkin costume on. One of them, he would have worn that pumpkin costume for the rest of his life. He was perfectly happy with the pumpkin costume being on him. He was like, you don't have to take this off. You can just leave this on. I'm good. I will just stay in the pumpkin costume. I do not care. And then I had a set of bat wings, and I put the bat wings on a harness, and I put the harness on a couple of cats. And one of them I took outside, and we went for a walk together with the bat wings. We didn't take the pumpkin for a walk, but we did. I did take the bat wings for a walk. So I had a bat cat out there trick-or-treating. She didn't really go trick-or-treating because we didn't really go anywhere. We just walked around our own yard. But, you know, she went outside for a little bit as a bat, and it was fun. So I hope everybody else had a fun, safe, happy Halloween, and I hope you have enjoyed this video and you feel like subscribing and joining me for more content. I'm hoping to get into unboxings again soon. Like I said, I've got some stuff coming. It's, you know, like when you're in the process of moving, you don't really want to add too much more to your collection, so I've been on kind of a no-buy for a while, and I'm only buying now because I literally only have squares to do in my house currently. Everything else is packed away in preparation to move, because originally we were supposed to already be moved out and in our new home by now. You know, life has different plans for us, apparently, so keep your fingers crossed for us that everything starts to go more smoothly and we get an offer on our house. That'd be great. Anyway, thank you for watching.